Alright, so check this out. This is one of Grummz's network buddies, presumably. Somebody that wants to be good with the circle. Usually the people that either want to be in Grummz's circle or start making that cold hard cash for just saying woke bad are people like this, and are, you know, sadly enough, people that are defending Grummz can't even find a lick of criticism. We'll get into those people. I gotta say, I really appreciate Grummz's CRASHOUT. I appreciate the people that have exposed him, and I even appreciate the people that call this nothing burgers, because it makes it fun and easy to analyze and dissect. And of course, because people like this and Grummz love to cry about woke things, you know, pretend like they wanted to stop when they'd be out of a job if it did. You know, I think it's all fair to farm them for content. The way they were gonna farm what they allegedly hate that keep them employed, I feel like farming them for a little bit of G Fuel fund. That being said, we have this Endymion person who apparently has not let go of Gamergate. They have some PTSD about that. Gotta bring up Gamergate and woke bad every 5 seconds, much like many people in the anti-woke Legion of Doom. Because again, as my old mentor Tug would say, that's right, get mad, get angry, give me some super chats. Hey, it's an effective business strategy, but I would say maybe a little happier. You know, it's better. It's better. I've been refreshed. But this Endymion person runs damage control for Grummz, and I want to point out that they're spurging out over, you know, first of all, a woman. That's kind of hilarious. Number two, I believe this is their wife. But at a glance, right, I made a community post about this. I feel like addressing this very quickly. Made a community post, and somebody took issue with it, presumably. Now, I don't want you to send any hate towards this person. I just think the replies were a little strange. So they said he is responding to an unhinged Latinx woman with a yaoi fetish. Now, right off the bat, this just seems like muddying the waters. This is like what a leftist or a Democrat would do to try to do to Trump, or, you know, just like a very sneaky, even if you want to take the politic aspect out of it, it's just a very sneaky, disgusting kind of muddying the waters trick. I don't really like it, particularly because this is, well, I'll read my response. Grummz has a lolly cat girl fetish, and Endymion, or whatever his name is, I'm sorry, Endy, I'm just gonna call him Endy. And Endy is defending him while having a mental breakdown on X. I don't know why you're trying to make one party look worse than the other to make Endy look good, but I suggest pausing for a second before doing so. I think that's a fairly decent comment, to where they said, I'm not trying to make anyone look better, I'm just adding context. This is the problem I have, and I've encountered this a lot with the left. What exactly did what context did they add other than muddying the waters, right? This is like spamming, I don't know, Trump is Epstein's friend whenever he does anything positive, right? Or that's like spamming Sleepy Joe, you know? I'm gonna be fair to both parties here. That's like spamming Sleepy Joe if he ever does anything positive, right? Again, this is just muddying of the waters. So again, like, I'll just read this one. The context is irrelevant to what Endy said. You're framing it as me doing this maliciously when you know that's not the case. I would hope this person knows that there's no logical way for me to frame this maliciously. Like, what is okay? In fact, other than muddying the waters with those labels, what purpose does what you said serve? My point stands. Why hate on degeneracy when Grummz is a lolicon crossdresser that Endy is defending? Why the use of the word unhinged when the only one being unhinged is Endy? I think that's pretty fair, but again, you'll see a lot of these weird defenses. Again, no hate towards this, don't send this person hate. It's just very, very strange, and I needed to have somebody as an example of what muddying the waters is. Now, because the problem with muddying the waters, oftentimes it's used by people to just completely discredit the word of others, right? Because again, who cares if they have a weird fetish? I mean, Grummz has a weird fetish and everybody's defending him, right? I'd go as far as to say a weirder fetish than this. And what is this Latinx thing? It's like, oh, okay, so like woke bad, is that the argument? Just because woke bad doesn't mean we're gonna disregard everything every little scam that comes out of the right. I mean, Trump literally said nobody is above the law as well, right? So, and unlike Sleepy Joe, I think he keeps his word. So, again, just going to point it out. MAGA's held their own accountable. The right-wingers have fairly held themselves accountable. So, again, very, very disheartening to see people try to defend this guy by muddying the waters for just a woman that he, Endy over here, is having a spurg out over. So Endy over here says, and this is how it all started, the law has been broken to attack and bring down the people who want video games to stop pushing agendas. It's all insufferable and highly illegal. Again, I want to point out, if those people didn't exist, this person would be out of a job. But again, I don't know. I've just grown to be more grateful, right? I mean, all it is just mauling and crying about your employer, I guess. I don't know, Mitch. Might be a dream job to some people, to where this woman here, who, you know, according to this person, is an unhinged Latinx woman. And that's what I need to know going into this, so that her word is discredited immediately and I can take Endy's side. Because otherwise, what other reason is there? Oh man, people can be so silly. So this person says Endymion. What kind of name is that, bro? Just sounds like Umbreon. Okay, Endy. I'm just gonna call him Endy from now on, alright? This time for real, for real. Endy, let's not pretend you don't have your own agenda when it comes to video games. Anyone paying attention can see this. You've built a career of hyperbolizing every controversy, spinning every narrative to fit your bias, profiting off of outrage. That's right, get me. Flashcast tips 101, brother. The truth is, this endless cycle of manufactured culture wars is exactly what's killing your so-called movement. You don't want fair discourse, you want perpetual conflict because it keeps you relevant. Even when a game is wildly praised, you'll twist the narrative, cherry pick, or outright lie like you did with KCD2 just to push your ideology. You're not fighting for gaming, you're farming engagement. At this point, both extremes have blurred together. You have become exactly what you're opposed. I mean, this, honestly, how is this unhinged? You want to see unhinged? I'll show you unhinged. And, you know, again, like, again, I guess when somebody makes a good point, I can see why you would want to put the unhinged label. Because factually speaking, this is all pretty accurate, right? Now, we're going to see an emotional response from a soy boy, right? Because this guy literally looks like you're not going to tell me he doesn't look like a soy boy cuck. He does. He does, okay? There's no ways around this. I don't know why people would make fun of anybody else when this is the guy having a fucking mental breakdown over a woman. Like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. But okay, let's see what the soy boy, Soymeon, has to say. Soymeon says, I regret ever platforming you in any way. You're delusional and retarded. Jesus Christ. You know, when people said that I sound very, you know, not intellectual when I said retarded and I spam it all the time, I see what they mean now. There's no point in discussing anything with you. Kingdom Come 2 is mid. This guy is getting mauled about a fucking video game. Jesus Christ. Okay. Kingdom Come 2 is mid. Shadows is mid. I 100%ed these games. Yeah, because when I don't enjoy a game, I 100% it, because that's what it's about, brother. Torturing yourself. That's life. Because I so totally did not like these games. I had to okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to hell. You're just looking for Twitter engagement because your YouTube channel was effectively dead before it even started. Soymeon, if you didn't have any woke people to call out your channel, you'd be out of a job. Let's call it what it is. Because who do you have to cry about? I mean, shit, dude. I don't know what this numbers platform flex is, but like, holy shit, man. I can't stand it when people like this do it, right? When the rage farmers, like, unironically do this as a job. Like, if this was your hobby, you know, whatever. You wanna fucking shit talk on the internet for a little extra cash, sure. But when you become like the definition of a grifter and you make it this weird, it's us versus them, guys. We're all gonna die if we don't fucking do this. It's like, Jesus Christ, bro. Relax. Holy shit. Like, they're like, what the fuck? What is happening? Endy. Let's go. Just go demanding more presents from your followers. Maybe if enough of them buy you from your... So again, this guy is having a mental breakdown, and he's crying over a woman. I think this is very unbecoming, very unmanlike behavior. But, you know, whatever. Also, I want to point out the irony in that third paragraph, whereas he says this, Grummz is literally asking... Like, Grummz released a shitty demo, right? That's god-awful, that you would be like, did you really... Like, this demo, right? We gave you $800,000 for this, and this is the best you could come up with? Like, what the fuck? So, number one. And number two, Grummz literally sends you an email the next day asking for more money. This guy is literally the guy from Mighty Number 9. You know that guy that scammed a bunch of people that made Mighty Number 9 by promising a spiritual successor to Mega Man? That's literally Grummz. That is Grummz to a T. Holy shit, man. Holy shit, chat. So again, a little more irony here. Just a little more. That is a little more of a fallacy, but let's continue with these unhinged behavior. She has a boyfriend, by the way, guys. She's not gonna be with you. You're just buying this parasite's free stuff, and she's letting it get to her head. Jesus, all the mauling, dude. This guy is seething for literally no reason. What the fuck? Like, did this bitch strike a nerve with this guy? Like, what the fuck? Is this guy 5'1" like Ralph? What is happening? How someone has stagnated this quickly? Like, he's not even addressing any of the points made. You would think if you have all this shit to say, it would actually have, like, I don't know, maybe I'll hold out hope that he could actually rebuttal any of this shit. It's so sad. It's so sad. Like, what is this? How, like, she must have struck a nerve. Oh shit, that's funny to me. This is okay. How someone has stagnated this quickly thinks she's in any position to act like she's someone morally superior to me, or just in terms of the culture wars beyond me. It's like, okay, I mean, if anything you're saying is true, which, you know, given how you're spurging, I'm not really inclined to believe, because it's like Ricada spurging. Like what? So what? She still has a point, right? It's like when motherfuckers are saying Trump can't do this right because he's done this in the past. He's done locker room talk. It's like, okay, but if he's doing something good now, like, what does that mean? Like, again, it's like, this is literally woke leftist garbage, right? This is why, dude, these people are the issue, man. It's not even Trump that's the issue. It's just these people. Holy fuck. Like, the soy amounts of rage, the leftism reeking off of this fucking creature. This cretin, homie, is kind of wild to me. But anyway, go back to obscurity, you foul-mouthed parasitic fool. Jesus, who talks like this? Who talks like this? What does this guy think? He's an anime villain now? You talk to obscurity, you foul-mouthed parasitic fool. Oh my, what? I don't know, man. My Japanese gaming is... Never speak my name again. This guy literally thinks he's like Sephiroth or some shit. Not even. Sephiroth was not even like... Sephiroth was at least cool. This guy is like weird. Like, the fuck is this? This guy is like the fucking Pixar villain. He's like, never speak my name again. I'm done giving you any clout that you so desperately crave. Okay. You speak for nobody but your self-serving materialistic self. You know that whole thing about projection? Go annoy that Eddie person if you want drama. I'm done with you. Yo, that's so funny. Oh, but I wanted to highlight this last one. Your video on KCD was very important. You didn't exaggerate. By the way, this isn't the last topic I'm making on this guy. I've seen this guy fucking lie for the defense for Grummz, so I'm gonna be pointing that out in another video. To be decided if it's going to be edited or not, but like, holy shit, this guy is such a piece of work. So blah blah blah. He's fucking fellatioing him. Fucking Endy over here. I get attacked for just showing what happens. It is what it is. This guy can't even spell a sentence right. I get attacked. Where I get attacked? Where I get attacked? When I spurg out on X, Jesus. If nothing else, I'm glad this guy had a crash out because it's content. And if you're just gonna farm a bunch of Wokies for content, well, I'm allowed to farm you when you turn into said Wokey. Remember, don't be an Endy.